What's up everybody, it's Brandon here from South Fork Baits and welcome to our first video of South Fork University. We're going to be going through our entire bait lineup and giving you guys some helpful tips and tricks to fish them based on the season that we're in. So today I thought it'd be a perfect start to go with the 4-inch grass ninja. It's a beaver style bait and I have been using it a lot and have great success during the spawn season when I'm flipping beds out on the lake. So a little info about the bait: you can fish it on a Texas rig, you can use it as a trailer for your jig or chatterbait. I've been using it on a Texas rig, that's usually what I like to fish it on. We have twin tails, which is a perfect trailer for your jig, but these also work as well if you're trying to get a little bit more action out of the appendages. And also a trailer for your chatterbait if you're really trying to put some disturbance in the water. That bladed jig is going to create a bunch of vibration, and the 4-inch grass ninja behind it is just going to add that perfect cherry on top for that bass down there. And now a little bit of just general bed fishing knowledge, and this is something that I've been doing just recently and I found it to be very helpful, is to use visible colors when you're fishing. So bright colors that you are able to see, the fish is able to see. And the reason that I like to do this is when you're using super visible colors, you can gauge exactly where that lure is down in that water. Based on where the fish is, you can gauge where that lure is, and it helps you make more accurate casts. It helps you see it better, helps the fish see it better, and it just gives you a little bit of an advantage when you're bed fishing. And that's just that little bit of advantage you're gonna need, because sometimes these bed fish are super tricky, and just using a brighter colored lure is gonna help you see where it is. And also a great piece of knowledge, something very simple, is to rig this thing weedless. And it's very simple to do that. You don't have to bury the barb in it. You shouldn't bury the barb in it because you don't want to miss any hookups. You can just keep this bait normally rigged, but all you got to do is keep the barb and keep the hook shaft flush with the top of the bait, and that way it'll keep all the weeds off it, all that stuff on the bottom, all that junk on the bottom off of it, allowing you to get way more use out of it when you're flipping, just to get it deep into those weeds and deep into that cover. And now just some general bed fishing techniques. I like to go for the quality over quantity approach when I'm casting. And what I mean by that is I don't like to cast, work the bait, and then just get it out of the water and then put it right back, and just constantly cast, because it does create a little bit of disturbance in the water, and that's not a big deal, but I like to leave my bait down there to really let the fish see it. If you're constantly moving it, these fish are very smart sometimes, and they'll see you do that, and then that'll make them super finicky. But if you leave it down there long enough, it'll just get them defensive enough, or they'll just eventually make up their mind and want to eat it, and then they're just going to go for it because they're used to it down there and they don't see it as a threat. They just see it as, I need to get this thing off my bed and I need to eat it, or whatever they're thinking there. So if you want to use this bait for yourself, make sure you check out southforkbaits.com. And just a reminder, guys, when you are bed fishing, make sure you put the fish right back where you caught it so they can go right back down to their bed. Have a good one, guys. See you later.